Mix is presented to you by Docomo Pacific. Better together.
Day, my name is Lenny Farron. I'm a partner here at Kitchen Lingo and creator of the cocktail program, and we are happy to introduce you to Cocktails in Quarantine. Whether you've bartended before or never been behind a bar, this drink's for you. It's actually super easy, and we show you just how easy it is on the back here by using the QR code. It'll show you the simple steps that you take to enjoy this beverage. It actually is 3 servings. So if you were to come into Kitchen Lingo and have a drink, we would only serve you about 1/3 of this. So at home you can enjoy it with 3 friends or 2 other friends, 3 people, or you can just have 1 drink over ice or without ice, whatever you prefer, and you can just close it back and simply put it in the refrigerator for another day or for later on. Just kind of a little history. When we first opened Kitchen Lingo, we were only on half of this space. So we were a small little space. And at that time, we only had a beer and wine license. And we realized that our beer and wine sales were kind of up there with our food sales. So when we expanded, broke down this wall, we built this bar, right? And then of course we added more seating, but the kitchen remained the same size. And when we did that, the drink sales went even further up. And the thing about the drink sales is that the margins are way higher than food. When Chef Lingo creates a dish, there's so many components and there's so many team players that make each of those components happen, and there's so many mistakes that can happen along the way. So many, areas there where they can have error within the production of that product. For a cocktail, it's one person making a drink that costs sometimes the same amount as, or even more than a dish that 4 team members might have composed in the kitchen. Fast forward COVID, right? We shut down our dining and we tried to do takeout, and takeout just didn't, it just wasn't the same, like the experience was dining in at Kitchen Lingo, seeing the chef, seeing the team being served by our crew, me and Pika in here, sometimes me behind the bar, the local band, seeing your friends and family. That was Kitchen Lingo. To go was just, it was just food, It was, props to Chef Lingo. I mean, he gave it a shot, but when it comes to fine dining, it's really about the total experience. So it doesn't, it didn't really translate well, but they did allow us to do our cocktails to go. So we had a little bit of experimental time, when they were allowing us to do the food and the cocktails to go out of here with the first license change, right? And so we got to see like what had good shelf life. Obviously the fresh juices don't sit as well. Part of that cocktail experience in Kitchen Lingo was getting stuff fresh. So translating that to go was a little tough unless we knew they were going to drink it that day. So we basically made a few cocktails available and saw which ones had the longer shelf life and which ones made the most sense. And we ended up with Manhattan and Old Fashioned, which are classic drinks. They've been around for probably 100 years. And they just have a really good shelf life, and they were meant to kind of hold for a while. The convenience is really in the craft, right? So unless you know how to make a drink, unless you've made a drink before, you don't really know what goes into making a drink. Like you can look, anybody can definitely Google search this and look it up and do the exact measurements and do it themselves, just like any recipe that's out there, whether it's food or drink. But we have a specific flavor that we're trying to achieve, and the flavor that we're bringing forward is the flavor of Kitchen Lingo. That's what we served here. So our guests that were here, when they drink this, hopefully those memories will come back, and hopefully they'll drink enough to help us to pay to get reopened again. These will be available all around the island. There's also Bottle Shack in Dededo, where you're going to be able to actually go in there and purchase either one of these cocktails, or even better, Bottle Shack has a delivery service through Uno Go, and Uno Go will actually bring our cocktails to you, whether you're in quarantine on your way home, you know, or you're just quarantining at home or going to the beach, or maybe you just want to, you know, maybe you don't want to go to the party, but you want to send them a gift. You can call Uno Go or get on the app, and now you can have it delivered from Bottle Shack to the party, and now your chinchulli has arrived.
And transition into our taste test. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with the one and only Miss Sabrina Salas Matinani, or as whom I like to formally call Mom. So thank you for joining me. I know that I stress you up the hoo-ha, so I think this is a very fitting
What did you say? Stress you up the hoo-ha? Have you started drinking without me? Okay, what's up?
It is pretty hot in here, so I think we should get to this fast. So I think it's only fitting that we do this right now. This is the Cocktails in Quarantine. These are coming out from Kitchen Lingo. And they have two very classic cocktails here. We have an Old Fashioned and a Manhattan. Have you ever tried those before?
No, that's why I'm excited.
Neither have I. I used to bartend, and I've never even tried these, nor have I ever had to make them.
Wait, I've tried Old Fashions, yes, but I mean, from Kitchen Lingo, it's a whole nother level.
Yeah. Okay, all right, there you go. Okay.
So cute.
Whoa, I can smell. Oh, can you smell the potency? Just from, okay. So there are 3 pours per container. I guess we'll try the Old Fashioned.
I like that because you said 3 pours. On the back, it actually says 3 pours. And for people who don't know how to do this, the instructions are on the back with the QR code.
So let's actually check out this QR code thing. Okay, Old Fashioned. Unleash your cocktail. Pop the plastic seal. Pull out the jar. Open the jar over your rock glass or plastic cup. Oh, we actually already had plastic cups.
Yes,
oh, well.
yes. Sorry.
Oh, well. And quickly pour out 1/3 of the cocktail. Add ice to the cocktail stick. Okay. Pour out 1/3 of the cocktail. Okay.
Remember, you're splitting it between you and I, so it's okay. The measurements, it's all right. Cheers.
Cheers. Isn't it a magical thing the moment you start drinking with your parents?
Ooh. Yeah, that's strong. It's good though.
That is very good.
This is wild turkey and what?
Oh, okay, so there's wild turkey, bitters, maple syrup, and cherries. 1 jar is 3 cocktail pours.
That cherry is pretty strong.
Oh, you ate the cherry? It's been like marinating in it. Okay, so this one, the Manhattan has wild turkey, bitters, Cinzano, that's sweet vermouth, and cherry syrup. I've never had a Manhattan either. You know, I was speaking to one of my bartender friends, and he,
Girl, you only had like 1/3 of a cup. You can't even pour straight or open the bottle.
I was talking to one of my bartender friends, and he actually went to school for bartending, read a bunch of books on it, and his specialty is with whiskeys. And we were actually talking about just the art of bartending, because it's really an art, it's a science. And we brought up how, you know, real skill in bartending is shown through the classic cocktails.
Who's a mixologist over at Kitchen Lingo? Was this all Lenny?
This is Lenny.
Lenny, all right.
So I freaked out because he had this huge bottle, or almost like a, what would you call it? A pitcher, basically. And he's starting off with the little stuff, and he starts pouring some of the wild turkey. And then he just like dumps the whole thing into it. I was like, holy cow. All right, that's a party.
This is good, strong.
That gave me goosebumps. Gotta say, that blood rushed to my back.
And also just, I remember Kitchen Lingo, that was one of the things, aside from the fabulous, amazing food and the things that they create there, they also create just the best darn drinks, right, and cocktails. And so it's nice to see them thriving during this time.
Yeah.
And what a cool idea.
But what's really amazing, and that we really want to help promote, is the fact that, you know, Kitchen Lingo, as you know, their storefront is no longer operating, but they are still their operations are still happening there, but they're not serving people. So what they're really trying to do with these cocktails and quarantines is to get the business back up.
Right.
You know, we know that they're also serving, you know, they have their food distributions happening at Payless and stuff like that. So this is another way that they're trying to get back up on their feet. They're just hanging on. So, you know, an amazing local business that has been the center for so much amazing food, amazing entertainment. You know, we really want to get the word back out there that this is one of the ways that we can help bring that back up. So I think cheers to that. Which one did you like more? I think I gotta go with the old fashioned.
I like the first one you gave me with the cherry.
The old fashioned.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you get these? You just go to Bottle Shack or do you order it online?
We
How
got
does
these
this
at
work?
Bottle Shack. They're over at the Dededo Mall, and they just opened up. It's really cool when you walk in. So definitely hit them up for all your favorite alcohol needs. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back with more Uno Mix after the break.
Uno Mix is presented to you by Docomo Pacific. Better together.